For this project, I'm going to be using this yarn in 3 different shades of orange. And we are going to be making pom poms. You can use them in so many different ways, like making these really pretty wreaths. These are gorgeous. Or you can make garland. Love that one. Here are the 3 different shades of orange. It's kind of hard to tell. They kind of all look the same. If you're not a big fan of orange, you could also do this project that we're going to be doing today in neutrals. So creams and whites. You could also add black with the orange if you wanted it to look more Halloween. And there's so many different ways to make pom-poms, but let me show you how I made these. I ordered these off of Amazon and it came with a pack of 4. So for this project, I'm going to be using the smallest one in the kit, and it makes this size pom-pom. Let me show you really quick how to use these if you've never used one. Okay, you're just going to open both sides. And then just make sure that they're even. Then you're going to take your yarn and wrap around both plastic pieces. And then just make sure your yarn doesn't go over the top of that piece on the end. And then you're just going to keep wrapping your yarn back and forth. Until it's pretty thick, and the thicker it is, the fluffier your pom-pom is going to be. So you do want it to be pretty thick, but you still need it to be able to close. Okay, so you're just going to push it closed, and then we're going to snip our yarn and then do the same thing to the other side. And you could do this in 2 ways. You could count how many times you wrap it so that they are exactly the same, or just eyeball it. That's what I did, and just try to get them about the same thickness. Okay, and then we're just going to close that side. And next you're going to take your scissors and you're going to go down the center and just snip all of your yarn. Because they open up separately, there's a split that will help guide your scissors right down the middle. So it'll look like this. Then you're going to turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. And now take a piece of yarn and go right up the middle where you cut your yarn and tie a knot. And you're going to want to tie this really tight to hold your pom-pom together. And I usually do a knot and then flip it over to the other side, bring it back up and do another knot just so that I know it's really secure. So now we're going to open up our little yellow plastic pieces on both sides. And then pull it apart. The whole thing comes apart. And you have your pom-pom. And I like to give mine a good shake so that you can see where you need to trim it up. Because when you first take it out, it does look a little crazy, so you'll have to give it a little haircut. And I'll cut it, and then I'll shake it again to see if there are any other pieces that I missed. Just try to fluff it up, and shake it really good, and then you can see where you need to shape it a little better. And then after you've shaped it into a ball, that's it. So it's really easy and really fun to make. It is a little messy because snipping all the little extra pieces off does make a big mess. They're just so fun. Okay, so let me show you how I decided to use these. So I'm going to start with this vase. This is a thrifted piece that I painted a long time ago when I first started my channel. So if you'd like to see that video, there is a video on that. And then I just added 2 branches that I picked up from our yard, and they're really big branches because I wanted this to be a really big piece. Okay, so next we're going to take all of our pom-poms and we're just going to tie them onto the branches. Like I said, if you don't really love this bright orange color, it would be so pretty in neutrals, and you can use creams and browns and gold, and it would still give you that fall look. And I think adding the black would look so good for Halloween. You could add leaves and you could add lights. There's just so many different ways to make it fun. I just think it's a fun project. It's super easy. It's inexpensive. You can make it whatever size fits your space. It would look so good on a dining room table, on an entry table. And then next we're going to snip off all of the yarn tails. Then I decided to tie this really pretty green velvet ribbon around the container. I've used this ribbon so much on so many things. I really think it's so pretty. We're just going to cut our ribbon. Here's what it looked like before. And here's what it looks like now. I really think it's so cute. It looks like fall leaves. And the pumpkins I made in my previous video. Okay, so let me show you where I put this in my house. I ended up putting it in my entryway. So I added this creepy cloth and added my pom-pom tree. Added these super cute ghosts that I got this year from Marshall's. Added a couple of birds, and the birds kind of took over my house this Halloween, and you'll see what I mean. I'm going to have a video coming out soon. Let me know what you think, and I would love for you to subscribe.